Deep within the heart of Space Sector 2814, a lone Green Lantern patrolled. This sector, known for its vastness and unpredictability, was under the vigilant watch of one of the most renowned members of the Green Lantern Corps. His name echoed through the cosmos, Hal Jordan, a name that struck both hope and fear depending on which side of justice you stood. He was Earth's protector, a beacon of willpower in a chaotic universe. From the bustling cities of Earth to the farthest reaches of space, Hal Jordan's presence was a symbol of unwavering resolve. His ring, powered by an unyielding spirit, could conjure anything he could imagine. From intricate constructs to powerful weapons, the ring was limited only by his creativity and determination, his willpower, his greatest weapon. It was this indomitable will that allowed him to overcome the most insurmountable odds, making him a formidable force in the universe. Hal had faced countless threats: alien warlords, interstellar conquerors, and beings of unimaginable power. Each battle tested his limits, pushing him to new heights of heroism. Beings of pure energy and unimaginable power. These adversaries, with their vast abilities, often seemed unbeatable, yet Hal stood firm, driven by his duty and his unbreakable spirit. The Green Lantern Corps, an army of Emerald Knights, stood against the darkness. Together they formed a formidable line of defense, each member bringing their unique strengths to the collective. They were the guardians of peace, the sentinels of the universe. Their mission was clear: to protect and serve, ensuring that the light of justice never dimmed. Their oath, a solemn vow, echoed in the darkest corners of space. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light. But this was different. A new menace loomed on the horizon, one that felt disturbingly familiar yet terrifyingly alien. A shadow fell across the cosmos, a chilling premonition in the back of Hal's mind. It was as if the universe itself was holding its breath, waiting for the inevitable clash. A familiar energy signature, twisted and corrupted, sent shivers down his spine. This energy, once a source of hope, now felt like a harbinger of doom. This was no ordinary threat. This was personal. This was Superman. The Man of Steel, once an ally, now stood as a formidable adversary, corrupted by an unknown force. The stakes had never been higher, and Hal knew that this battle would test everything he believed in. Clark Kent, the last son of Krypton, had always been a symbol of hope. His arrival on Earth sparked a beacon of inspiration for humanity. He was Superman, a being of immense power, yet with the heart of a human. He stood for truth, justice, and the American way. But the universe held many secrets, ancient forces beyond mortal comprehension. One such power, a sentient black hole known as Umbra, had been imprisoned for eons. Its darkness seeped out, a corrupting influence searching for a host. It found Superman. Umbra's darkness whispered to Superman's deepest fears, amplified his insecurities. It twisted his perception, turning his love for humanity into a desire for control. Superman, once a beacon of hope, became a harbinger of despair. The Man of Steel was no more. He was now the fist of Umbra. Word spread like wildfire across the cosmos. The news was both shocking and terrifying, reverberating through every corner of the universe. It was a tale of unimaginable loss and a harbinger of dark times ahead. Superman, the universe's greatest champion, had fallen. The invincible hero who once stood as a beacon of hope and justice was now a symbol of fear and destruction. His fall was not just a physical defeat, but a moral collapse that shook the very foundations of the universe. Planets trembled before his might, entire civilizations bowing to his newfound power. The once protector had become the oppressor, and no one was safe from his wrath. His power, once a shield for the innocent, was now a weapon of mass destruction. Fear replaced hope, despair replacing justice. The universe, which once thrived under the protection of its greatest hero, now languished in a state of perpetual dread. The light of hope had dimmed, leaving only shadows of despair. The guardians of the universe, ancient beings who oversaw the Green Lantern Corps, felt the shift in the cosmic balance. These wise and powerful entities, who had seen countless eons pass, were now faced with a crisis unlike any other. From their citadel on Oa, they watched with heavy hearts as Superman laid waste to entire sectors. The destruction was not just physical but also symbolic, representing the collapse of order and the rise of chaos. Their greatest fear was coming true. The balance they had maintained for millennia was now in jeopardy, and the universe teetered on the brink of an abyss. A being of Superman's power, corrupted by an entity as ancient as Umbra, was a threat unlike any they had faced before. Umbra's dark influence had twisted Superman's noble heart, turning him into a harbinger of doom. The Green Lantern Corps, spread thin across the vast expanse of space, found themselves outmatched. Their once unwavering resolve was now tested to its limits as they faced an enemy who was both familiar and terrifyingly new. Superman, fueled by Umbra's limitless cosmic energy, tore through their ranks. His attacks were relentless, his power seemingly boundless. The Green Lanterns, despite their bravery, were no match for his overwhelming might. His heat vision, once used to cauterize wounds, now incinerated entire planets. The beams of destruction left nothing but ashes in their wake, a grim reminder of the hero he once was. His super breath, once used to extinguish fires, now froze stars. The cosmic cold spread like a plague, snuffing out the light and life of entire star systems. The universe held its breath. Every being, from the smallest creature to the mightiest titan, waited in suspense, hoping for a miracle that seemed increasingly unlikely. Could anything stop the fallen Kryptonian? The question echoed through the cosmos, a desperate plea for salvation. The fate of the universe hung in the balance, and the answer remained shrouded in uncertainty. The call to arms echoed through the halls of Oa, reverberating off the ancient walls and filling the air with a sense of urgency and purpose. Green lanterns from every corner of the cosmos converged, their rings glowing with defiant emerald light. Each lantern, a beacon of hope and courage, answered the call without hesitation, knowing that their unity was their greatest strength. They knew the risk, knew the odds were stacked against them. The threat they faced was unlike any other, a force so powerful that it could bend reality itself. Yet their resolve was unshakable, but they also knew their duty. Each lantern had sworn an oath to protect the universe, to stand as a shield against the encroaching darkness. Their willpower was their weapon, their unity their shield. They were the Green Lantern Corps, and they would stand against tyranny, even if it meant facing down a god. Their legacy was built on the sacrifices of those who came before, and they were ready to add their own names to that storied history. Hal Jordan, his jaw set with grim determination, rallied his comrades. His voice, steady and unwavering, cut through the tension, instilling a renewed sense of purpose in his fellow lanterns. He had faced impossible odds before, stared down beings who could shatter planets with a thought. His experience was a beacon of hope for the others, a reminder that even the most daunting challenges could be overcome. But this was Superman. The Man of Steel, a symbol of hope and justice, now stood as their greatest adversary. The weight of this realization pressed heavily on Hal's shoulders. The man who had inspired him, who had shown him what it meant to be a hero. Memories of their battles together, their shared victories, and the lessons learned flashed through Hal's mind. Now, he had to face the agonizing reality of stopping him. The conflict within him was palpable, a battle between duty and friendship, between hope and despair. The Guardians, their wisdom ancient but not infinite, bestowed upon Hal a weapon of last resort, a prototype lantern ring, powered not by willpower alone, but by the collective hope of the universe. This ring was unlike any other, a symbol of the unity and hope that bound the cosmos together. It was a risky gamble, a desperate measure. The power of hope was untested, its potential unknown. But in the face of such overwhelming darkness, they had no other choice. But in the face of ultimate darkness, they had no other choice. The shadows loomed ever closer, threatening to engulf everything they held dear. The stakes had never been higher. The fate of the universe rested on the shoulders of the Green Lantern Corps, and on the untested power of hope. As they stood united, their rings glowing with the light of countless stars, they knew that together, they could overcome any challenge. The power of hope, the strength of unity, and the courage of the Green Lantern Corps would light the way through the darkest of times.